Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally here. The first episode of Raw. The first episode here for WWE 2k20 Universe Mode. Well, we finally made it, to say the least. And well, first episode of Universe Mode, it's gonna be Monday Night Raw, St. Paul, Minnesota, playing host here tonight to our first episode of Raw. And oh ho ho, what a way to kick things off here. What better way to kick things off than with the man who runs this ship, the Universal Champion Seth Rollins, ladies and gentlemen. Here to kick things off here on Raw. 2 matches in schedule here tonight in the first episode of Raw here in Universe Mode. And well, Rollins is not here to fight. Instead, walking towards to get a mic, it seems like. There's Seth Rollins here in Minnesota, live in living color. It's Monday Night Raw. What does Rollins have to say? Universal Champion. Looking to get some things off his chest to kick things off here. And well, there we go. We are in Minnesota, as I mentioned. And well, Rollins reassuring that for us, of course. Thank you, that. And well, he does run the show, as I said, Universal Champion Seth Rollins. Does make him the best on Raw. Well, and now Rollins said Raw has the best talent. That's arguable. WWE obviously holds a whole lot of talent. Raw, SmackDown, NXT, 205 Live. And now Rollins saying whole lot of talent in the back, not really been given opportunities, and by that he means championships. Saying they've been put on 10-minute clinics, but those matches had no implications. Ones with no end in sight, and by that I can only assume no end goal in sight. No implications, he says. I could agree with that one, but hey, Rollins, management watching backstage, I don't think they're really liking what he's saying here. And well, he's not waiting to face zone for a briefcase. Of course, Money in the Bank, our next pay-per-view. Rollins doesn't want to wait till after Money in the Bank, to where he has to have eyes behind his back. He wants someone at Money in the Bank. He's going to get a title match. He's going to defend that title at Money in the Bank, it seems like. And so, Rollins going to take matters to his own hands. Not going to wait till management makes a matchup or anything. He laying down the challenge to WWE's resident superhero, quote-unquote, Ricochet. Seth Rollins calling out Ricochet here tonight. He's the one that he wants to face. Ricochet getting an opportunity here tonight. Not at Money in the Bank, but it has now been said by our Universal Champion Seth Rollins, if Ricochet tops Rollins here tonight, he gets a Universal Championship shot. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins right there, taking matters into his own hands, making a match with implications. What a way to kick us off here on Raw. Universal Champion Seth Rollins laying down the law, and I think we just found our main event. Rollins and Ricochet to end off the night. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, the action only gets hotter, only gets better. And well, our opening contests of the night, AJ Styles and EC3. What an opening. What a way to kick things off on Raw. Rollins laying down the law. He wants someone to face off against him at Money in the Bank. He wants to quickly get into it, not going to wait till management decides him an opponent, not going to wait till management books a matchup to see who's going to face him. Ron's going to take matters into his own hands, giving Ricochet, ladies and gentlemen, a shot against him here tonight, non-title. That will be tonight's main event. The implication being if Ricochet pins or submits, if he just beats Seth Rollins in general, he will get a title opportunity against Rollins himself at Money in the Bank for the Universal title, and that is later on tonight. But the here and now is this matchup. The United States Champion AJ Styles facing off against this man, EC3 non-title match. So, well, two non-title matches here on Raw. Both champions, well, both main champions, both singles champions, I guess, like, male singles champions, I guess you could say. AJ Styles, the nicest champion. Seth Rollins, the Universal Champion. Of course, our champions here on Raw include the Women's Tag Team Champions, Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. Of course, they are part of both Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So they definitely got a whole lot of challengers themselves. Shall see who they face. Shall see who they defend their tag titles against at Money in the Bank. Along with that is also Raw Women's Champion herself, Becky Lynch. And well, along with Raw Tag Team Champions, the two men who are going to accompany AJ Styles to this very ring in the next couple moments. That is, of course, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, the Good Brothers, the Club. Anderson and Gallows, if you ask me, one of the best damn tag teams in the world. One of the best damn tag teams here in Raw. Well, obviously the best tag team here in Raw because they hold those Raw Tag Team Championships. And well, EC3 now awaiting his opponent. EC3, if you ask me, I feel like another guy. Well, one of the guys, if you ask me, that Rollins was talking about when he said that there's a whole lot of talent in the back. To be fair, Rollins could have given a shot to EC3, but there's only also main talent, a pool of talent that you could pick from. EC3 not getting picked by Rollins here tonight, but EC3 getting a shot still at a title in general. That's the United States title. Even though there's not a championship matchup. This is non-title, of course. But EC3, if he could defeat AJ Styles here tonight, very impressive to defeat a man of the caliber that is AJ Styles, to defeat the United States champion, future title opportunity. If you defeat a champion in general, I feel like you get a title opportunity. No questions about it. Whether it's disqualification, count out, or anything. If you do it, that goes down in the record books. Either way. And well, ladies and gentlemen, EC3, the opportunity of a lifetime here. Not many people have gotten this, well, besides Ricochet in tonight's main event. But EC3 are shot here tonight to prove his worth on Monday Night Raw. AJ Styles, the United States champion, makes him one of the very damn best here in all of WWE, and most importantly, in all of Raw. And now Anderson, Gallows in the corner, and EC3 immediately going to start off hot, but Styles gonna hold his momentum very quickly. And now AJ Styles with the upper hand here. If I had to place my money on anyone, I'll place my money on AJ Styles any day of the week. Just any and every night, I will go for AJ Styles because I think he's that damn good. If you ask me, if Rollins wasn't Universal Champion, no, even with Rollins being Universal Champion, scratch that. Even with Rollins being Universal Champion, I would still say AJ Styles is easily the best damn athlete in all of Raw. That's just my opinion. While Rollins said he's the Universal Champion, makes him the best on Raw, it's hard to argue. Rollins is definitely top 3. But along in the list of 3 is not only Rollins himself, but AJ Styles. And then you could really fill in anyone else for your top 3 on Raw. Not going to think of anyone off the top of my head currently. Too focused on this matchup between Styles and EC3. Let's say that these two made a big impact on another company for their stay there. These two have met before, I can only assume, at least I think back then, for the time span in which I'm thinking about. You also asked me, I feel like the company has never been the same since they lost that man, AJ Styles. And we all know what company I'm talking about. EC3 getting sent to steel steps right there. Both these two men, same company in the same time, and now, ladies and gentlemen, EC3. He's in trouble here. Anderson and Gallows just staring him down. EC3 trying to charge his way through here. EC3. And there's the rainbow into the waiting arms of AJ Styles. And now, EC3. Beautiful counter. Great reversal on his part. Ethan Carter III now looking to gain some momentum here against AJ Styles. Oh! Just bringing Rollins, bringing Styles up. Taking him down. EC3. Needs to have eyes in the back of his head here. Of course, answering Gallows. Not far behind, and oh, look at that. What a maneuver. Styles just falling to the outside. Looks like it was gonna be the one percenter for a couple moments there, but now until EC3 put him up against the ropes. And of course, EC3 could do the one percenter. Could get a victory here. No, taunting right there. And well, there's one thing you don't do. That's taunt during your match with AJ Styles. Or with any opponent in general. But especially the man, the caliber of athlete that AJ Styles is. As now AJ here, oh, spinning back fist. Couple strikes to EC3. And now, oh, what's this? Doing to him what EC3 did to him earlier on. Moments ago. EC3 to the outside. AJ Styles. Momentum rolling as Raw continues.
Climb the ladder. Grab the briefcase. Earn a championship opportunity. WWE's Money in the Bank ladder match. All for a chance at a guaranteed championship contract. WWE Money in the Bank live.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on Raw's during the commercial break. EC3 just bringing Styles down. Both men are on the outside. EC3 just launching Styles onto his steel steps. EC3 took advantage, took control in that very moment. As now we return here on Raw, and EC3 still in control ever since that moment. As now EC3, oh, here we go, STO variation. Forget what's that called. Forget what that's called. But bottom line, EC3 bringing down AJ Styles. And now all looking for his best move early. The 1%er. The top 1% of Raw. Hidden. His best damn maneuver. Can this be it? Can this be able to pin the United States champion? EC3 admiring his own work, rewatching the replay along with us. Once again, the cockiness coming into play, and that right there is why AJ Styles just kicked out. EC3 admiring his own work, watching the replay. Yes, see, he didn't even bother to pin AJ. He didn't pin AJ till the replay was over with. Well, EC3 has immense talent. There's one thing that he is just lacking by this point. Well, at least as that moment showed. Awareness. The cockiness getting the best of him right there. And AJ Styles gonna take complete and utter control. After that, I see right there. Fireman's carry onto the knee. And now AJ Styles here. Oh, looking for his best maneuver. The Styles clash. And now AJ into the cover. And 2. No, it's a 2. It's 2. A 2 count right there. EC3 barely kicking out. I was ready to say 3. I got ahead of myself. Got ready to say 3. And AJ, he can't believe it. AJ now going to Instant Gals, talking over strategy. Taunting the crowd now. After a brief moment of rest. Almost like a visual cue, staring at Anderson and Gals, telling them, hey, be ready to have my back and all. EC3, big time knee strike. Running knee strike right to the mush of AJ Styles, the facial area. And EC3 looking to take control here. Well, the 1%er thought EC3 had it. Maybe if he just immediately got into the pin. Maybe, just maybe he would have had it. But no, oh, look at that flatliner. Quickly into a cover here. Perhaps looking to wear down AJ, or just a desperation pinfall in general. It's only a 2 count. And EC3 yelling at the ref, saying, come on, that could have been 3. Count faster next time, if anything. EC3 needs to keep his eye on the ball. So far, he's been doing a pretty good job with that for the last couple seconds. After what happened earlier with the 1%er. And well, if you ask me, AJ Styles is the best athlete here on Raw. I like to think the best damn wrestler in general in all of the day, excluding part-timers. So this does not include the Cenas, the Brocks, the Triple H's, the Takers, the ones who are on the main roster, or just the roster in general, Raw, SmackDown, NXT 205 Live, the ones who are here in general, the ones who appear each and every week, those ones, the ones in the back. Of all of them, I think AJ Styles is purely the best one. As now EC3, here we go. Sweeps the leg into a little reverse STO if anything. And now EC3 looking to wear down Styles shortly afterwards. He could perhaps go for something bigger, but no, looking to wear it down now. Looking to bring it down to his own pace. Taunting the crowd in the process of that. And now EC3, oh, big time strike taking down the phenomenal one. taking down the United States champion, ladies and gentlemen, EC3, impressing here tonight in the first matchup here in Raw, first matchup here in Universe Mode. And now EC3 suplex. Nicely done right there against AJ Styles, wiping his sweat. EC3 realizing this matchup's gone for a while now. EC3, his body slowly getting tighter, but then again, so is AJ Styles. This matchup taking effect on both men. They've kicked out each other's best maneuvers here. So this matchup definitely taking a toll on both these two, or at least starting to by this point. It's now EC3 snap suplex. And Styles rolling to the outside of the ring. There you go. A breather needed by the United States champion. Anderson and Gallows not far behind, not far away from him. Best believe if EC3 gets too hot of momentum going, best believe they're going to do something to help out AJ here. But EC3 now getting stopped in his tracks. That clothesline from AJ Styles. EC3 wasn't expecting that when Styles just charged the ring. Clothesline out of nowhere. EC3 perhaps needed a heads up from there, and he needs a heads up here. Hurricane Rana off the top rope. AJ Styles now perhaps completely switched the momentum like that on a dime, and springboard 450. The phenomenal one flies here to kick off Raw. And AJ now continuing with the assault. Fireman's carry on to the knee. And AJ Styles, a string of maneuvers, three octane high impact maneuvers, and now looking for a fourth and final one, the phenomenal forearm. His best one of them all. A string of maneuvers, the phenomenal forearm to conclude it, and AJ Styles gets the victory. What a match between those two. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States champion AJ Styles pins EC3 here tonight. EC3 did have moments where he did impress. To be fair, if you ask me, EC3 did better than expected here tonight. Hasn't really been having the greatest of starts here on Raw since he came from NXT. But that right there was probably his best showing in a very damn long time. Well, at least here under the WWE banner. Well, ladies and gentlemen, getting words here. Can't keep the cameras on AJ Styles too long. Camera's gonna have to pan in the short moments. Something's happening backstage. And well, confrontation here. Becky Lynch, Ruby Riott. Becky, of course, the Raw Women's Champion, and these two. Oh, I don't think I like where this is going. Becky, Becky, the first shot. I knew it. The camera crew in the back knew it. The camera crew telling us, well, camera crew just gonna do things on their own, right? AJ Styles now finally finished celebrating, but that doesn't matter. What matters now, Becky Lynch, Ruby Riott, they're coming to blows backstage here. Chaos ensuing as Raw rolls on. Ladies and gentlemen, following this edition of Raw, next episode of Universe Mode will be our first episode of SmackDown Live. Our main event will be a triple threat with major WWE title Money in the Bank implications. Don't miss this week's edition of SmackDown. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here on Raw, and well, during the commercial break, the fight continuing on here. See there, Ruby Riott using a fire extinguisher that she found backstage to her advantage, and well, still here in the live broadcast, the fact that none has been restored, the fact that no backstage personnel has broken this up, well, just explains how well Raw is gonna be here in Universe Mode as Becky Lynch jumping off the crate, and then the Exploder Suplex, or the Beth Exploder Suplex that he likes to call it. And now what's this? Lifting Ruby up, oh! Taking Ruby down, and I think she's out cold. Back of head, hidden. Just complete concrete there. And well, no room to digest it one bit as we are ready. It's ready time, I should say, for your main event here in the first episode of Raw for Universe Mode. St. Paul, Minnesota, what a show they've been given. What a first show they've been given. What a start to Raw. What a last couple of seconds of Raw we just had. And now time for the end of it all, as this man Ricochet gets the opportunity of a lifetime here tonight against Seth Rollins, the Universal Champion. Ricochet beats Rollins here tonight. He gets a shot against Rollins at Money in the Bank. And if he doesn't, I like to think that maybe Ricochet goes in as a Raw participant in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match in 4 weeks. As Ricochet now charging the ring, doing what he only does best. Soars across this ring like no other, at least here in the WWE. Not to mention one of the best high flyers to date. And Ricochet here tonight looking to make the most of this opportunity. If he does come up short, better than believe he's going to bring one hell of a fight to this man. The self-proclaimed best of Raw, and well, he does have a point. I don't agree with it, but it does make sense since he holds that championship right there. And ladies and gentlemen, I am talking about Seth Rollins, and it's time to burn it down here tonight in the main event. Rollins' Universal title around the waist. Well, can we see that by the time we get to Money in the Bank? Who knows, maybe Rollins set himself up in the corner here. Granted, this is non-title, if Ricochet defeats Rollins here tonight, I'm pretty sure Ricochet could get a shot at Money in the Bank. Who knows, maybe Ricochet wants a shot at Rollins again for a title. Perhaps before Money in the Bank. We don't know, but Rollins, Universal Champion. Question is, how long can he hold on to that belt? I like to think he'll hold it on at least to Money in the Bank. I doubt management's gonna make him defend his title on a random given episode of Raw. Well, hey, we don't know. Universal Mode will be unpredictable, as that backstage assault we just saw between Becky Lynch and Ruby Riott. Hopefully we get some answers there. Definitely thinking there's gonna be something more to it across this next couple of weeks between those two. When we focus in on your main event of the evening, as Seth Rollins looking to burn it down in the main event against Ricochet. These two gonna put on one hell of a contest. Best believe that. And well, SmackDown's main event will be a big one. A triple threat of 3 of SmackDown's, well, best superstars, all facing, with the winner getting a shot at Kofi Kingston and his WWE Championship at Money in the Bank. Those 3 will be revealed at the start of SmackDown, whenever that shall be uploaded. Anyway, now, Rollins, a second bridge right there. Northern Lights. That took me a while to remember. But yeah, now Ricochet and Rollins gonna exchange some blows here. Ricochet blocking another one. Oh! Rocking Rollins down with one of his own. And now Rollins grabs the leg, dragon screw leg whip. Of course, aim after the legs of Ricochet. Take away majority of his offense. That's now, oh, Ricochet, nice kick below the leg. And oh! What a strike right there. Taking Rollins down to Ricochet. Already looking to fly in this matchup. While Ricochet is a high flyer, he is also technically sound. He's good in both departments. And now Ricochet going to showcase his best one with the springboard dropkick. And now quickly into a cover of desperation perhaps. Or looking to wear down Rollins, making him exert energy for a kickout. I like to think that was more of a case to make Rollins exert energy, a desperation kickout by Ricochet. I highly doubt that, at least this early on in the matchup. Even if it's against a man, the caliber of athlete that Seth Rollins is. And oh, Ricochet catching him good with the elbow. And oh, taking him down. Head scissors variation, Rollins. Kick to the skull. Knocking Ricochet down, silly. Knocked him silly right there. And Rollins here. Enziguri missed. Ricochet looking to take advantage here. No. Rollins versus Ward. Ricochet's going for it now. Ricochet here trying to fight back for whatever Rollins hadn't planned and gets him good with the elbow once again. These two men reversing everything here. Well, contest so far. Hurricane Rana. And Rollins stirring to his feet now. Well, that one got Rollins good. And now Ricochet looking to continue the assault clothesline. To the outside goes Rollins. And I'm pretty sure Ricochet, he wants something more of it. He wants to add one more final maneuver in wearing down Seth Rollins. And he dives to the outside. Ricochet on a roll. Ladies and gentlemen, Raw rolls on. Well, our first pay-per-view here in Universe Mode, 4 weeks time, Money in the Bank, and on this next edition of SmackDown, the first episode of SmackDown, the 8 competitors, both Raw and SmackDown, 4 from each of the men's Money in the Bank ladder match will be revealed. Don't miss it. Back here in Raw, well, as over the break, had something exciting happen. Luckily enough, this wasn't the end of it. Rollins with the first big maneuver of the match, the curb stomp right there, catching Ricochet off guard, and then Rollins went into a cover to no avail. It was only a 2 count. Ricochet barely getting the shoulder up. And well, good thing the matchup didn't end while we were during break. Good thing, well, the matchup continues now. Well, your main event continues now, and here now as Rollins has Ricochet on the ring apron. These two men been back and forth during the break. Rollins are able to get the best lick in with the curb stop. The first of, I can only assume many, because I have a feeling it's going to take more than one to bring, well, it's, by this point it is going to take more than one, because Ricochet already survived one, and now Skywalker, or Seth Walker, so many people call it different names. And now Ricochet was looking for the rolling elbow, but Rollins reverses it, schoolboy into a super kick. How fluent was that? Smooth, and Rollins now only 2. What a sequence right there. Rollins able to make sure the elbow, the rolling elbow, the discus elbow does not connect, and catches Ricochet out of nowhere with the schoolboy rope and the super kick. Classic Seth Rollins right there, one of his very best maneuvers. That's now Ricochet looking to wear down the leg for a short period of time, but Rollins quickly got out of it. And now Enziguri catches Ricochet in the back of the head. Well, first allow us to break. Ricochet using his high flying ability, diving, soaring to the ropes with a spiral maneuver, basically. And boy, was that a thing of beauty. Can we expect to see Ricochet do it more later on, or will he be more technically sound during this matchup? As Rollins overshooting that. Ricochet taunting Rollins afterwards, and now Rollins, he's waiting for Ricochet. Has something planned for him in the center of the ring, or maybe Ricochet had something planned for Rollins. A cutter, seemingly out of nowhere. Randy Orton would be proud of that one. Of course, Orton over on SmackDown. Who knows, maybe he'll be in the SmackDown main event suplex powerbomb. And now Rollins rolls to the outside again. Well, of course, last time Rollins was on the outside, didn't work out too well for him. Ricochet just dived at him. But now, no, Ricochet, he wants to end it. No more dives. Maybe even no more springboards here. Now, Ricochet, what can he be looking for here? Looking to start to close the moments of this matchup is Ricochet, the flatliner. And now Ricochet, scaling the top rope for only one maneuver. The maneuver he knows best. Here we go. 630 and coming down Rollins. Rollins gets the knees. Seth Rollins, the knees up to the back. And now Rollins, he's trying to strike Ricochet. Ricochet, well, trying to psych out Rollins. Couldn't do it, though. Rollins reversing that back suplex attempt into a bulldog. These two men within the main contest for your main event. And now Rollins does kick to the gut and the curb stomp. The curb stomp. Second one in the match for Rollins. He's not done. Not going for a pin attempt. And now Rollins staring down Ricochet. And here we go. A third one is incoming. 3 curb stomps. 2 WWE's resident superhero Ricochet. Ladies and gentlemen, the Universe Champ Seth Rollins has put Ricochet away in tonight's main event. What a match. These two men putting it all on the line. Ricochet sacrificing life and limb with his high-flying maneuvers that he did throughout the matchup. Rollins, the technical paralysis that is Seth Rollins, outmatches Ricochet here tonight. 3 curb stomps. And Rollins with the victory. And now, hold up, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, McIntyre out! Drew McIntyre! From the crowd! From the crowd, out of no... Well, from the crowd, not really out of nowhere. He's attacking, he's assaulting Seth Rollins. The shot with the steel chair. McIntyre came charging from the crowd. The Glasgow kiss moments ago. And now McIntyre looking to set it up. The Claymore kick. Devastating. Big time Claymore. McIntyre in an instant coming out of nowhere. Seth Rollins says that he wants a challenge at Money in the Bank. And ladies and gentlemen, that man Drew McIntyre has stepped up. And can this be perhaps what happens in the near future? Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for watching the first episode of Raw here in Universe Mode. And we end off with a high note for that man, Drew McIntyre.